the last time.
I'm expecting to be one lap down in the last stage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, fair. Oh, well, then you are pre-planning. I like it.
Yes.
All right. I'll be down in our teams.
Okay.
The last time.
Yeah, we're live. We're good.
Okay,
I'm expecting
awesome.
to be
Good
one
job.
lap down.
Hey,
in the
is
last
that
stage.
on? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Make sure
fair.
that's on like 1080 this
well, then
time.
you
'cause
are
that picture
pre-planning. I
quality
like
on
it.
the lows with that.
Y'all good, Tim? Okay. Now this is straight through. There'll be flying stages, so there won't be any caution. So as soon as we go green, we won't stop. So just to let you know, in case you wonder, like, what the hell's going on? So, alrighty. 14:28. 14. What's up? Okay, later, man.
Travis.
My bad, dude. I thought you had it.
All right. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are week 4 here at Sonoma Raceway, the Gen 6 Series 4 High Velocity Racing League. Currently qualifying here, looks like we got Jace Color currently on screen. Chris Weininger all out here trying to get some good laps in for the first road race of the season. Kevin Fry trying to stay up on top of the leaderboard here. We'll see how he gets coming across the start-finish line. Kevin Fry qualifying looks like the SVG of the HVRL league. Looks like he's got that car quite under control going through the track this evening. We will take a look at our winner from last week, William the Wizard Kern, still rocking that purple 31. See how he comes across here with his qualifying time. Kern is looking pretty fast, I will say. Gets a little bit loose there. And it doesn't look like this is the updated track here. They have the tire wall there. Looks like this is last year's setup, but Kern comes in with a 6th place with a 1 minute and 19 seconds. Let's take a look back here at Brandon Dayhoff. Doesn't play has a lot of time. Yeah, he does. 1 minute and 21. Hopefully he popped his in for this one. He's going to need it. That looks to be our qualifying grid there on the left-hand tower. So this is week 4 at Sonoma Raceway in California, what they like to call wine country. So I hope everyone's got the bottle of their favorite Cabernet and are ready for the events for the evening. We have 48 laps with rolling stages. At 14 and 29 there will be no caution stages to catch up. We're going to just keep rolling, and should be a quick race this evening. A lot of the guys will be able to fly across to Chicago to catch the practice race this evening, so should be a quick one. And if we can take a look at the penalties for this evening, it looks like the only 2 penalties that we have in EOL for the number 15 of Justin Nava, and just a warning there for Joshua Parker for contact under caution. So nothing too crazy this evening. Looks like should be a clean race, and one that I'm sure we're all looking forward to. Playoff standings. Let's see if we can get the guys in the booth that get that little bit bigger there. So we'll see, we got Bobby Grady in first position for the playoffs. Kevin Fry, William Kernan 1, 2, and 3. Sean Happick 4, Brandon Dayhoff 5, tied with Bryce Tucker, Chris Weiniger, and Sean Wilder 7 and 8. Randy Post and Matthew Chase, they round out the top 10. Don Miller and Travis George just above the cut line, with Nava, McCann, Gavilan, Keller, and Parker just below. So we will look out for those guys to see if they can get a little bit extra points tonight to kind of get themselves above that to stay in the playoff run.
Yeah, that's fine, John. Try to be on that driver if we can't hear you.
Looks like we have nobody here to sing the national anthem this evening, so I promise next week I'll have Mike Burns here to sing the national anthem for everybody, since he left me all alone in the booth this evening. So it's a solo ride for myself, so bear with me while I try to keep track of all the excitement that is going to go on the track. So stand by while the drivers are having their meeting on track, and we'll get this race rolling shortly.
Get a radio check.
Gotcha.
looks like the drivers are getting gridded up here in the pit lane. I stand corrected. They are not in the pit lane. They are actually on track.
All right, John. Parker, I issue yours UL, and then Nava, you had a UL left over from
We can take a look at the grid this evening. Looks like Bryce Tucker took the pole with a minute 18-second lap. Kevin Fry in second on the outside. Travis George third. Sean Wilder fourth. Chris Weiniger fifth. Sean Happick sixth. Katie McCann on the inside, driving for Imperial. Andrew Halloran outside in the 8th position.
Oh, no, it ain't.
William
That's
Kern
48.
9th.
Whew,
Josh
that's
Parker
good. That was
10th.
a lot. I was on tough.
Dayhoff driving for Holy Bible Racing. Shout out to Holy Bible Racing. In the 11th on the inside, Jace Keller
Yeah.
outside in the 12th position.
Not across all the series. Cup series,
Christian
Line
Wagner
back up.
13th. Randy Post 14th.
Yeah, that's what I just said. Across all series except Cup.
Got Don Miller in the 15th,
Yeah,
waiting for him to get his car to the garage on track. Bobby Grady
Yeah,
16th.
48 laps tonight.
Justin Nava
Blind
17, Matthew
Station
Chase
at
18.
14 and 29.
That will round
And,
out
that's about
the
it.
grid
No
for
problem.
tonight.
So,
18
hey,
drivers.
so
Let's
that's
see
all
who the
the
top 3 will be.
penalties, though. So, thank you.
And we will speak to them at the end of the race. So everyone following along online, watching, I really want to get that chat rolling tonight for everyone. Looks like we're going to have a lot of Justin Nava fans
I'm doing my thing.
in the chat this evening. Seems like Nava's been a fan favorite so far this season. We're going to have to get him an award for most viewers tuning in. So
Is everybody ready? Because I mean, we can go ahead and go as long as everybody's ready and gridded. Wait for Bryce. All right, we can do that.
once again, for everyone tuning in, 48 laps with the rolling stages at 14 and 29. Feel like this is going to be a pretty quick race. Like I said, there is practice going on in Chicago, so the sooner they get done here, the sooner they can hop on that helicopter and get to racing for practice in Arcus Series tomorrow. If no one is aware, that goes live tomorrow also at 7:30 to 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. If you love caution flags, that is the race to watch
All right,
because
touch it back.
there are plenty of them.
Might get left behind here.
Ready to go.
All
Looks
right,
like
let's
we are
roll it.
getting ready to go for race 4 here in Sonoma, California. All right, we are off for the parade lap tonight. This is my very first road race commentary and broadcast, so be kind. And I'm hoping these guys steal the show from me and give you guys the show that you deserve here for the Monday night we always deserve after the beginning of the work week. So we'll watch these guys take their first lap around the track, go 2x2, and wait for the green. pace car is in. Drivers wave the green flag.
Green flag.
And the green flag is out. Bryce Tucker taking off. Travis George trying to be the Sean Van Gisbergen of the HVRL series. Inside turn, kind of getting those guys up a little bit airborne there. Looks like Day Off got into a little bit of trouble back here. Let's take a look and see what exactly happened. So Day Off will be in the 51 here in the that Zen car. I'm pretty sure it's probably just a bunch of guys checking up. Rear Day Off and kind of pushed him a little bit further than he wanted to go. Fortunate for Day Off. And now it looks like Sean Happick also off track. We gotta take a look back at this one, see what happened here. I feel like I'm gonna be busy tonight because I was not expecting this much to happen so quick. Day Off and Sean Happick. Sean just looks like he got a little bit too much throttle coming around the hairpin there and does a little do-si-do, but only a couple positions lost there, so he's back. Only down 4 spots, back to the 10th. Bobby Grady, Sean Happick had a nice little battle back there, coming around one more lap around that hairpin. It's like Tucker's still out there holding it down with Fry just behind him. George falling back once more. And it looks like Christian Wagner come off the track here. Let's take a look. Yeah, it's going to be a busy evening.
Hey, Bob,
Too much gas coming into that turn, just kind of slides out there a little bit. But waits for a couple guys to go by, and he's back out there on the track.
Getting off the airplane like an hour ago.
Hey, Tucker seems to be walking away with it here. I wouldn't say walking away with it, but it looks like he's holding a steady pace out in front. Laps are at 1 minute and 18 seconds. With Fry behind him by just one. You can see he's closing the gap, about 3/4 of a second. Biggest mover so far in the race is going to be the 31 of William Kearns. He's up 3 spots, but I guess that's not surprising since he's been donned the nickname the Wizard last week by Mike. We'll see how he does this week at in the road race. On a road race this year or at all. So it should be an interesting night to watch Mr. Kern as he takes one more spot away heading towards the front. His 53 Weininger off the track into the wall. I caught that one on live, but let's take another look at it. Just a little bit too much over that hump into the wall, and that didn't sound too good. I'm wondering what the damage is going to be there. It looks like he's going to be in the pit, so he is towed to the pit. The 95 of KT McCann is running 1 minute and 20 seconds. Looks like KT's been pretty smooth most of the race so far. Back up front here with Tucker and Fry battling for the first position. If I can get this battle box up here, it looks like Fry's only back about a half a second to 3/4. I think the first maybe dozen laps here is going to be just guys kind of probably getting used to. Pretty much racing this track. Well, looks like Fry is trying to make a move, take over that first position. Sneaks on the inside. He will through the S's. Fry's definitely closed the lead or the gap on that lead car. From 60th of a second down to 30th. Wants to make his move here at the hairpin, stay away from those tires, and closes in a little bit more. And looks like that gap is still the same there for the first, the battle for first. So on your screen at the bottom right, you have Bryce Tucker in the 7 with Fry just behind him in that black 82. Looks like Travis George and Sean Wilder, they're your 4 on the screen. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Wilder looking like he's going to push for the front. That hairpin is going to be the favorite turn of the race so far. Fry's getting ready to make his move here. you see on the track map there at the top right, we're focused on the second place of Kevin Fry as he's looking to take away the first position from Bryce Tucker. Coming out of the S's into the third sector of the race. And once again through the hairpin down for turn 11. Across the start finish line. Let's take a look back here at Bobby Grady in the 9th position, with Nava right behind him, passing him. And Josh Parker in the 81 right behind. Day off back here in 12th place. He's currently running a 121. Looks like Don Miller right there behind him. Looks like he's made a little bit of progress since he went off track there. But was that on the first lap actually? At the chase back here by his lonesome, just like to say it was a Sunday drive, but it's Monday. Going for a Monday drive. Looks like we got Don Miller. See, he took a little bit of a little trip off the track, but here Josh Parker decides he wants to go a little bit off-roading too. Not sure that's inside or outside, and it looks like a little bit too much throttle. It's on the inside. A lot of these guys seem a little bit eager to get some position in here. Still that battle for first between Fry and Tucker. Fry is only a half a second behind Tucker. Tucker seems like he's holding it down. He's not letting anybody get by him. Holding that line, keeping pace. Just stays this way. I think Tucker, he just might take this one to the house. As he comes up on, looks like a lap car of Jace Keller in the 48 7-Eleven. He might have stopped and got him a big gulp or a Slurpee because he is way back. We all know what happened to Jace Keller. I'm just kidding. But the Cowboy better get a move on because he is the last one on the lead lap, and I don't think these guys are going to wait for him. I like this battle between Travis George and Sean Wilder, even though they're both trying to get up to the first spot. They still are having quite the duel here for the third place position.
Thank you, Randy. Guys, I'm gonna be outside.
So here is your chart for the battle for first. Bryce, Tucker, Kevin Fry, Travis George, Wilder, and Kern. Kern is up 4 spots, and if these guys up there see this, they should be shaken, because if you've been watching for the past 3 races, Kern is not going to take any prisoners. He's only behind 2 seconds, and it looks like he's moving in.
Now, where do you think you're going?
I caught some interference. Somebody said, where do you think you're going? I don't know who they're talking to, but they're probably talking to the 31, because I'm sure he knows exactly where he's going. From 9th to 5th in a matter of laps here. And currently is flying. Oh my gosh.
Is that guy just disappeared from you, John? Yep. 73 is gonna pit.
Kern looks to make his move for the 3rd position, and it looks like he passes Wilder at the start finish to take it over. Slowly but surely, looks like Kern is making his way back to the front, right where he belongs. As always, the stats don't lie. Travis George is back here. Looks like he might be jumping into the pit. Looks like a few guys are jumping in the pits. Looks to be, or they are just disappearing from the map. So yeah, there we go. It's a 7-3 at Halloran. Kevin Fry takes over the 1st place position there out of that turn. And I think he was waiting for that, because it looks like he's off to the races. Just waiting to get some fresh air, and Kern also passes Wilder and Tucker. So it's going to be, once again, a Kern Fry showdown here in Sonoma. let's get some stats up here for the battle for first. So it looks like Wilder takes it because he's going into the pit. You got Fry and Kern. Kern up 6. Now it was Kern that went into the pits. I'm confused because this track is a road track.
50 pitted.
51 pitting.
Kevin, good job. Okay, good race, dude. That was fun.
Here's a look at current pit road. You got Happick, Keller, and who was that? I missed it. Dayhoff's coming into pit. Let's jump back and see how Fry are dealing up front. And Kern going a little bit hot, getting a little sideways. Grady hot on his tail, but Grady is a lap down.
Go to the right, you got it, you got it. Oh, hell, I got it.
Yeah, Chase Keller back there off track once again. Hoping Jace can keep that thing on the asphalt. Checking out a look up front with Fry, Kern, Wilder, and Tucker. 1, 2, 3, and 4. With Grady right behind Tucker, even though he is not on the lead lap. Looks like he's still making some progress there. He's up 4 positions since the start of the race. Fry is in front with a huge gap, almost 3 seconds in front of Kern. Let's see if we can get a little bit of time here for these guys. You can read that. It's almost a 3-second gap that Kern has. Or sorry. 3-second gap that Fry has on the 31 of Kern. And increasing as we speak. I don't know what Fry is doing, but he's doing it well. Looks like Tucker back here in the 4th spot, trying to get some position back with Wilder, chasing Wilder in front of him here. So Wilder's only a second ahead of him. You see Tucker right there in the middle of your screen as they come down the S's. Pull up the track map for you guys. It looks like they are coming around turn 10 into the hairpin. Everything seems to go a little bit slow motion. But I'll tell you who is not slow motion for one guy, and that's the 82 of Kevin Fry, who still has that 3-second lead in front of the 31.
Out turn left, Brandon. Thank you. Yep, yep.
Looks like we got an incident back here involving Matthew Chase. Let's take a look and see. Looks like a few with Chase. Not sure what's going on back here, but we'll play this. Let's see what we caught here on camera. A little bit too much. A little bit too much. Look at those guys were able to squeeze by him there. Then we jump over to next incident. We got a lot of guys going off track. Can't keep track. Can't show them all. Looks like Chase is just giving it too much. He's trying too hard. We'll jump over to another one here of the 16 Travis George, who was up there in the front of the pack. Looks like he might come in here a little bit too hot, and sure it does. Barely hits that wall. Hopefully no damage too detrimental there to the car. So he gets ready to swing back on track. A couple guys jumping on pit lane. Looks like Dave Hoff is back there making some moves. Dale passes Josh Parker, jumped to 9th place, and then jumps past Nava for 8th. So Dayhoff is up 3 from where he started, and he just keeps on keeping on. Oh no, 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 no. The 31, William Kern. Off track. Let's see what we got here for the 31 of Kern. Coming through the start finish line, lots of speed. And Tokyo drifts that thing just a little bit too much. Luckily he saved it. It wasn't a crash, but he's definitely going to drop back a couple spots there. Keep an eye on Kern. All that speed, beginning of the lap there. We'll just see if he can get that back and put it behind him and see if he can get back in front of the 7 Bryce. There goes Fry. A little bit too much around that corner there and slides out a little bit. We saw that live. Let's just take another look at it from. Let's go with a different angle here. Ooh, airborne. That's probably what caused it there. Nope. Try to make up for that. Coming a little bit too hot. Luckily he had that massive lead out in front. Only took him back down to a second or so ahead of the rest of the guys behind him. We also got Josh Parker. Let's take a look at Josh Parker. Josh Parker gets in a little bit of scuffle back here. Don't get into too much detail with these accidents as we got a lot of stuff going on up here, but it looks like the same thing. Oh, Brandon Dayoff is not going to be happy about that one.
Go to what, Bobby?
I can assure you that.
Yep.
Wilder's still holding on there in the top 5. Only two seconds behind the leader of Fry. Sean Havoc holding up the tail of the lead lap. Here, and I love that car. Looks like he's just in the zone back there. Looks sound like he got a little bit loose coming out of that hairpin back there. Looks like Fry definitely lost some momentum there after that stall he had a few laps ago. Bad news for the Nava fans here. Let's take a look at what just happened with Nava. It's going to be the same thing as everybody else, trying to get too much throttle coming out of that hairpin and zooms into the parking lot. I feel like that's where the victory celebration needs to be, right there. That's where everybody else is sitting there spinning tires.
Go to the left there, Andrew. Sorry, man.
Jump in ride with Bryce Tucker here as he follows Kevin Fry. So he's gunning for that first place position. Wilder looks like he passes Tucker. Slows down a little bit. Look, we got a tiny bit loose there. They're coming through the S's. And Wilder is on it tonight. We have an incident back here with the Cowboy, Jace Keller. Let's see what happened to my man, Cowboy. Once again, that hairpin. That wasn't really an accident, so. Giving Kern, excuse me, Fry a run for his money here. Kern a little ways back here in 4. With Sean back, still back here holding down the lead lap drivers in the 6th position. No, looks like we got an incident back here involving Don Miller. Let's take a look at what happened here with the 63. Once again, the hairpin. Just a little bump there with the tire wall. Then we got one with Ace Killer.
Alright, and then the room of order.
Keep track of all these incidents here. Ooh, KT McCann. Let's go back and take a different look at that because not sure if KT got into him or Keller just got a little bit loose coming out of that turn. Looks like he was looking a little bit too much in that rear view and just trying to stomp on and get out of there.
Some of that leaked out on my windshield for a while. Still chasing down Fry. Matthew Chase here is in
Fry, Wilder, and Kern. Put him once more back down. Another lap. Tucker looks like he's coming into pits. 18 to go. Happy collects the wall coming out of the hairpin. That hairpin, everybody's nemesis this evening for sure. So let's see, Fry, Wilder, and Kern less than a second on, 2 seconds on the lead lap. Kern looks like he jumps into the pits. Havoc's gonna have his chance to get a little bit closer to the front as he's nearing a minute behind the lead. Fry's still out. Probably got Slayer blasting in that thing on the JBL as he's holding it down with 17 to go. We are once again there, hairpin with Wilder right on Kern's bumper. These guys are trying to catch him seconds back on Fry. Fry's kind of taking this one to the house. Decent battle here between Kern and Wilder. These guys are just just seconds, not even seconds, thousands of a seconds behind one another here, just battling for the second place position. Quick rundown once again as Justin Nava goes off the track. Probably nothing too crazy, just a little bit of off-roading there. It happens. But you got Kevin Fry in first, William Kern second, Sean Wilder third, Stucker kicked in the can 4 and 5. Quite a few guys in the pits right now. Not technically sure of the pit strategy this evening. I kind of just feel like if you need it, you get it. So here we'll pull up the pit stop strategy. Looks like run about 15, 16 laps. And they stretch a little bit further, so some guys probably taking a look and seeing how much tire wear they have after that first pit and running a little bit longer. So most looks like everybody pitted a few laps ago, so it looks like it'll probably be home free here and no more tires the rest of the race with 14 laps left. So you got Kevin Fry still leading with almost nearly a 5-second lead on William Kern. Back here still battling with Sean Wilder. Sean Wilder is only 0.3 seconds behind him, while you have Bryce Tucker and the rest of the field just quite a ways behind. So they got 13 laps to make up some field, make up some time, and if they can't do it, then that's where they lie. So 25 to 35 seconds here on the lead lap. Sean Happick almost a whole lap down there, considering a qualified lap here is about 1:20. Now, unfortunately, no caution, so it looks like we're just going to keep rolling
Travis, I'm not pushing you if you want to go by.
through the race. So
Just let me know.
Sean's got to catch up if he wants to make any more positions up there. Parker, Grady, and Chase to round out the top 10. I don't know if Parker's back here battling Grady. Looks like Grady is a little bit behind him, almost the whole second even. And Parker's been having trouble with this hairpin turn here, so let's see. He might take a little bit slower there so it doesn't cause any mess there to get Grady past and lose that top 10 spot. Grady has Matthew Chase and Jace Keller right behind him too. So you got a pretty decent battle going on back here for the 8 through 11. Let's see if we can pull that up here. Battle for 8th. You got Josh Parker and Bobby Grady, but you also have Chase and Keller right behind them. You could say it's for 9th, but it's definitely for 8th. They're not going to give us any time here, but I'll pull one up myself. They're pretty close there. Looks like Keller fell off a little bit back there. So that battle's going to be left up to Chase chasing down Parker and Grady for the 8th spot. Sean Happick out there just cruising along. I had one too many surveys before the race. He's just feeling himself out there, just all by his lonesome.
Right here, Sean.
And Fry, Wilder, and Kern kind of seem to just have this thing together here. I feel like that might be your podium 3. Not sure what order, but if Tucker doesn't get it together back here, he's 22 seconds behind, and that's almost a quarter of the track.
Inside. Oh, outside. Outside.
That yeah, that was George. Travis George, yeah. His pass is Bryce Tucker. Tucker's still supposed to be a lap ahead of him by a long shot. There's 6 laps. He probably just wants him to, you can just go ahead and you can fight those guys up there. Slow them down for me if you can. I'll keep it clean back here, keep incident points low. What else we got? Wilder still battling Fry. Looks like he kind of closed that gap by a couple tenths of a second. Bumper coming through the hairpin. That hairpin seems to be the most kind of exciting part of the track. It gets kind of bunched up there as they slow down and make that tightest turn on the track. Laps to go here. See if Kern can make up some time. It's not too far behind the 1 and 2. Grady right behind him, even though Grady is not on the same lap that Kern is. Really doesn't cause him too much trouble there because I feel like Grady is still pushing. Off here in the pits. Oh, they had a lot of damage to the front of the car. Oh yeah. I take it he's still in there. He does not have a fast repair, so he's just thugging that one out here. here you are with 7 laps left to go. The shot from the Goodyear blimp, the battle for first between Fry and Wilder. Wilder only less than a second closing on Fry. Kern looks to be about a dozen car lengths behind him. I feel like Wilder, he might have this, the way that he's closing in on Fry in these corners here as they come through the S's once again. Here we go to the hairpin. And Fry takes off. Wilder follows. That is your current battle for fourth. I'll keep tabs on that one. In the meantime, we'll take a look back here at Wayne Kern. He's just chugging along. So I'm not sure if he's going to be satisfied for a top 3 finish if he can't do anything with the 6 laps left that we have. I mean, I feel like he's sitting pretty well in points there, so shouldn't bother him too bad, especially I'm not sure how comfortable he is with these road courses. I guess we have to talk to him after the race and see how he felt. If he maintains that place in third, and if he can keep the 27-second lead that he has on Bryce Tucker back in the 4th position, which he qualified 2nd, I think. Now he's down 4, so well, actually he had pole. 2, 3, no, 1st or 2nd. He was up there. He's just back there, just doing his thing. KT McCann following up in 5th. Looks like he's kind of spread out as well as Sean Happick back there in 6th. Also with a nice buffer in front and behind him. Andrew Halloran. Let's call him AJ from now on here. 73 up position. He also looks like he's got a nice buffer. It looks like everybody's pretty much spread out now as we near towards the end of the race with 5 laps left here. And Wilder, I missed it. What happened here? I need to take a look back here because we got to see this pass Wilder makes for the 1st position. On the outside, on the inside, oh, and I don't know if he spun Fry or Fry just got a little bit sideways. That will leave Wilder out front. Kern's going to take the 2nd, Fry back in 3rd. I'm sure Fry is probably not too thrilled with that move. I'm not sure if that will. Sure what that was. Get a different angle here and see what exactly happened, how he made the pass. Wilder got a little bit sideways, maybe have bumped it. Fry, shot him outside. Yeah, I don't think Fry's gonna be too happy with that one at all. Go once again the battle for first. Fry down 1, Kern up 7, Sean Wilder up 3, all 3 within us. I'd say roughly a second. I'll give it a second as they come into the last and final hairpin turn of the track. Gonna be 3 laps left to go. And I know Fry for sure is gonna have a heavy foot here.
Stay in the line.
I think you got me a couple of times.
Fry gets a bit of loose cam on his car. I think these guys may or may not have watched the race yesterday. Because they're racing like they've been here. That Sean Havoc there in the shot go off track. That'll leave Andrew Halloran past him. And the 73 takes off.
I'm staying in the right, guys.
But we gotta jump back up here to the battle first. Wilder passes Miller right behind him. Bump this out a little bit through the hairpin once again. Fry right behind Kern. With now 2 laps to go. 2 laps, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all sizes and ages. This is probably, I think, well, it could be, I can't say that, I don't sound too excited. One of the most exciting races that I've seen and had the honor to call all year, all season long so far, with Wilder miraculously making his way out in front with the 1 and 2 playoff standing guys right behind him. Gotta see how this one pans out here. They're gonna be coming down here with 1 lap to go. Kern looks like he's jumping onto the inside. Looks like he passed Wilder. They're coming into the hairpin. And Fry's right behind him. Wilder is on the outside, stuck. Goes back to 3. William Kern takes the first position there with the last side. The white flag is out. And we finally got a race on our hands. Not a race, but it's been a race. Just an interesting turn of events here as the last lap starts with Kern, Fry, and Wilder. Interesting and exciting turn of events with Fry coming into of the track. I'm not looking anywhere else. This is too good right now. And it looks like Kern's pulling away towards the end of the race, coming through the S's as Fry dips back to a 2nd behind. And it looks like Wilder's out of the battle for 1st place. Drops back to almost 2 seconds. And coming around turn 10 is going to be Kern and Fry through the hairpin. Let's see what we have here at the last turn of the race. Kern takes it slow on the inside.
Good one.
And that's going to be your race winner for Sonoma. Week 4, Kern, Fry, Wilder, 1, 2, 3. With Tucker, he's going to be bringing it in a little bit late, but nonetheless, if he can keep it up past KT McCann, he will get 4 and McCann will be 5.
Just filling up those island with you guys.
there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Your race winner, William Kern. Second place was Kevin Fry. Third place, Sean Wilder. I'm going to get Kern rolling through here. I'm sure he's going to do a celebratory Bernie. That's what the cool kids call it nowadays.
I'll push you to the end, Karen, so you can get a photo.
And it looks like Kern is actually out of fuel. You're going to have Travis
no
George
problem,
probably give him a shove here to get him to the start-finish line.
Yeah, good win, Will.
I don't think we're going to see a burnout
Yeah,
from William
congrats,
Kern
man. I
tonight.
don't know if you saw me just disappear right before the end of
That's what's up
I
right
did.
there.
I asked I think it was Wilder if somebody disappeared in front of him, and no shit, I didn't know it was you.
Yeah, I fucking lost power. Came right back right after. I was like, that's great.
Yeah, that's a smart move there by Kern.
Appreciate the push, George.
Yeah, no problem, bud.
Shout out to Travis George there for the little assistance to get Kern up here to the start finish for his
If you want, I
photo.
can come up and do a little quick burnout right there and make it look like we did it.
Oh, right.
We're gonna need all the drivers to come up here and get a burnout in to make it look like Kern got one in.
We'll just make it look like the smoke was from you.
There we go. All right, we're gonna get the top 3 guys here in the chat. Not the chat, the
Might
broadcast
look like you were
booth.
doing a burnout in the photo now.
Let's see if we can get Sean Wilder up here. Sean Wilder, welcome to the broadcast booth. How'd it go down there?
It was fun, dude, but it was sweating, dude. It takes a lot out on you to go with no real stops, in these races, but it's a lot of work, and it was fun though. I just kind of lost it. I almost ran out of fuel at the end, so I had to let those guys go by, but yeah, we were all real close on fuel. It was a great race though. It was fun.
Yeah, it looked fun. I was nervous up here for you guys. I mean, you had a good run most of the race and slowly made your way up to the front, and then that little nudge you gave Fry there, a couple laps before the white came out.
Yeah, I was coming up that hill. I knew I was going to be on the inside of him, but I didn't want to give him the position. It was my only shot. He made a little bobble, so I got up alongside him and I hit the gas going up that hill, and it got sideways and started going left, and then it looked like it was a little bit of net code too. I did get into him, but I mean there was a little bit of space in between us. So,
Yeah.
but anyways, yeah, I didn't want to win it like that, and then I looked down at my gas after that, and I was almost out, so I kind of had to save. I got a little crazy after that, anyways. My tires got all heated up, and it was hard to control.
Yeah, I looked at it here a couple times, and it did look like what you said, a little bit of net code there, because it was a little spacey there.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
I wasn't right on him, but I mean I was close enough to where I just hit the gas a little too much going up that hill. I was just trying to make sure I stayed alongside him coming out of that corner, and then I would have had the inside of the next corner is what I was trying to do. But just that little bit of gas got me a little sideways, and I got into him. But yeah, the dudes are fast. Like Fry's fast. Kern kind of laid off for a little bit and then came back at me. So
Yeah, they are pretty quick, and I was surprised. No offense to see you up there, 'cause I haven't seen you on a road course, and to see you actually, coming down through the messes, I was like, this looks like a little bit of visual poetry here. You guys all coming down there, just like right what I see here on the replay. I mean,
yeah,
my first road
it's pretty
race,
cool.
it was definitely exciting, interesting the whole way through.
Yeah, I'm decent at them. I'm not as fast as Kern and Fry and Tucker. Tucker's pretty fast too. And Travis George, he had some speed. He qualified good, and he lost power. Right in the S's, right in front of me, just disappeared. So that kind of sucked for him. But all them dudes are fast, man. I was hanging with them, but it's hard to pass, man. It's so hard to pass without getting in their door or something. It's tough.
Oh, I saw. I was up here nervous for all you guys too. I was just looking at everybody back and forth. So, anything?
Yeah, man.
You're looking forward to anything next week?
I don't even know what's on the schedule next
Nobody
week, to
ever
tell you the
does.
truth. I'm looking forward to the Lime Rock truck race. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Yes, sir. Yes,
I know
sir.
that. I can't wait for that one.
Well,
And
hopefully
then we'll.
Hopefully this one will give
Go
you a
ahead.
little bit of practice for that one. So,
Oh yeah, I'll be ready to go for Lime Rock.
yes, sir. Anybody you want to shout out on the broadcast?
Yeah, just K&W teammates. We do a lot of practice, a lot of info sharing. That definitely helps us all out. And yeah, we couldn't do it all. We're up in the points in the trucks for a reason, and we do pretty good here in this series as well. So yeah, thanks to those guys, and that's about it. Thank you for doing the broadcast too, man. Appreciate it.
I'm trying. I'm getting there. I appreciate you guys for letting me actually give something to broadcast. So, thank you.
All right, brother.
All right, Sean. Have a good one.
You too, man.
All right, we're gonna get Kevin Fry up here. Let's see if I can swipe this back a little bit so we can get some footage of Fry while we interview him. Kevin, this is Tim in the broadcast booth. How are you feeling after that one?
It could be better, but not bad. Not a bad day.
Not bad. I was kind of rooting for you there. Most of the race, you were pulling away a decent amount, and then I guess those guys just ended up sliding up a little bit behind you. I thought you were jamming out to Slayer on your JBL the whole time you were racing. You looked like you were kind of in the zone.
Yeah, I was kind of just going about my own business, and then just saving a lot of gas, and I let him catch up. I shouldn't have done that. I still had a lot of gas in the tank after the finish.
You would have had enough fuel to actually do the burnout, right?
Yeah, and probably that and another lap. Yep.
So I forget if you took it last week or was that Kern? I think Kern got you by a little bit.
Kern
last
got
week.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So once
Been
again,
pretty competitive so far. I like
once
it.
again, huh?
Hey, well, Daytona, some random's gonna win next time. Or Talladega.
Oh, Talladega, yeah.
Yeah.
Anything looking forward to next week? I talked to Wilder. He said he's not sure where we're at next week. And you said it was Talladega?
From what I heard, yeah, I think it's Talladega. But
yeah, so
we'll see how that goes. That's not my cup of tea at all.
What do you think about road races? How did you feel tonight?
It's the first time I've ever done it in this car. It feels pretty good. It feels like an old Xfinity car.
You didn't do too bad. You look like a natural out there.
Yeah, it's a little squirrely, but just be easy on the skinny pedal. Be all right.
Yeah, how did one thing I need to ask you, how I talked to Wilder about that little nudge he gave you going into one of those turns. I kind of feel like I was up here, I was like, oh, he is not going to be happy about that one.
In the moment, no, I was pretty pissed, but I, for one, did it myself, and two, it's 4 or 5 laps to go, so it was more net code. It looked like going back and watching it, but
yeah,
I don't know.
I had to take a couple looks back there just to make sure I saw what I saw, because I was also a little bit confused, just to give you guys, make sure you guys got a few angles. I'm sure you guys will go back and look at it too. But all in all, it was a
Yeah,
great race from you especially. I actually enjoy sitting up here and watching you and Kern duke it out most of the time. So
for sure. I appreciate it. Yeah, no hard feelings against Sean. It's racing. Always next week.
yes, sir. Anybody you want to shout out? Anything you got to say for on the broadcast?
Shout out to everybody that puts us on as always. You guys do a good job. Good, well ran league.
We're trying. We're trying. It's a group effort, and it takes you guys too. So we appreciate you guys showing up and doing what you do. So
Yeah, man. Well, catch you next week.
until next week, see you, Kevin.
Yep.
That was Kevin Fry. As always, I feel like he's a man of few words. And we are going to bring up William Kernan here, the winner of Sonoma Week 4. William the Wizard Kern, how you feeling after that one?
First road course win, man.
Exciting, right?
It is. I am not a road course racer whatsoever. I can, I say that, and I can usually get a top 5, most times podiums. Never won. I've always been the bridesmaid, never the bride, man.
Well, congratulations. I was wondering how you would do tonight because I haven't really seen or done any road races broadcasting or even racing myself, so I was kind of curious to how you guys were going to hold up, and I was worried about you there for a little bit through the race, but
Yeah, there was 2 or 3 times I think I wrecked and got down into the dirt and everything else, but I collected it, didn't hit anything, and kept going. So
yeah, well,
yeah,
you pulled it off. But overall, you,
overall I'm good with it. I mean, like I said, first road course win, I'm happy. Again, I wouldn't have guessed it would have been here. I would have guessed maybe Watkins Glen or something, but I'll take it.
yeah, it was. I take it you must have watched that race yesterday and got a little bit tips and tricks down, right?
Ha, yeah, dude, I watched most of it on Saturday. So Zilich is my boy, man. He reminds me of a like a junior, and I'm glad that's who he's racing for. He started young, 17 years old into NASCAR and everything, and he's been kicking some butt. And then obviously SVG, he got second. They roughed each other up pretty good there on the last lap. That got me a little nervous. I'm sure Junior was biting his fingernails, thought he was going to get both his cars wrecked out. And then obviously SVG won it on Sunday too in the Cup Series, man. That's 3 in a row road courses for him.
Yeah, I did. I think midway through the race, I actually called you the SVG of the HVRL. So I'm glad you didn't let me down with that one.
I will take that. As far as ovals, as far as road course, I hate to say it, man, but I think this was a fluke. This was luck. That's all it was.
Well, I mean, we'll see what you can do the rest of the season. You got more road races over here, so.
Yeah. So the Glen, I live right close to that. I'm like 45 minutes from the Glen. I've been there multiple times. I know that track really well. I'm hoping for a win there. And then next week is we're at Indy, and that's a big track for this car, man. I'm looking forward to seeing what it can do.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I want to know why'd you run out of fuel at the end of that race?
Oh, dude, it was close. It was so close. Like when I pit, it said I had 16 laps of fuel, and there was 17 laps left in the race. And that whole last stint, I was just saving. I was in fuel save mode. And believe it or not, I feel like I was driving my best in fuel save mode. I wasn't pushing, I wasn't pushing the car or anything, and it felt the most comfortable it had all race. So
You weren't getting into it. I seen George kind of give you a little bump to the finish line, so you're gonna have to go back and get some clips of that one.
yeah, most definitely, man. Hey, dude, I appreciate you up here in the broadcast booth. Taking your time out of your Monday night here and showing what us guys can do. And I look forward to seeing you race on Sunday, man.
One of these days.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Any shout outs you got for the broadcast before we close it out for the night?
Sure. Sean Happick, obviously for starting the league, getting me in here and everything to race with these guys. A good group of guys. Good clean racing. Pride and Trust Painting on the car. That's my construction company up in New York. And as always, Shenko Diecast, man. SHENCO Diecast on Facebook. Check them out.
Yes, sir. We'll get you some compensation off of that one.
Yeah. I don't think I get any compensation off of it, but the guy's freaking awesome, man. You want a diecast car made up in any way you want it, he'll do it. So he's done one up for me, and I'm hoping if I win this championship this season in this car, I'm probably gonna buy myself another one. So
awesome. You might have me getting one of you. So keep it up.
Get her done, man. I'd love to see that.
All right. Well, until next week, Mr. Kern, we will see you sometime around the track, I'm sure.
Yeah, Friday night, man. We're out there in Cup. I hate them freaking cars, but we're out there, turning left as always.
Yeah.
So yeah. Again, appreciate you up in the booth, and enjoy the rest of your night, man.
You too. We appreciate you. Thanks.
Yep. See ya.
See ya. All right, guys. That will do it for week 4 at Sonoma, with William Kern taking home the win. Shenko Custom Diecast. Right here on your screen, we're going to be selling those at the end of the season if he gets first. So that's on me, not HVRL. So anyways, everybody have a great evening. Thanks for stopping by. God bless. And until